Alright guys, welcome back to the Gemini 88 channel. And today what we're going to be doing is I had a fun idea. I thought that I would show you a DVD for each year of the Royal Rumble, because I've been watching a lot of Royal Rumbles lately on Facebook with my buddy The Wiz. We watched Rumble 90 and we watched 89 and we were watching 91 last night, but I got tired. So I'm going to show you guys a DVD for each year of the Royal Rumble and talk about a highlight. So I don't want to bust out costly videos and make this video go all day, like 10 minutes or something, 20 minutes or so. What we're going to do is quick. We'll run through a highlight of each Rumble, show you the DVD, and it'll be pretty quick. So let's get through this. It'll be fun. I shouldn't say get through this. It's just, you know, it's a little bit of work making videos, but it's worth it. So let's do this. All right, well, you have to start from the beginning, and that's 1988. And the first one was in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Royal Rumble 1988, and you have to think about, on this one, you have to think about Hacksaw Jim Duggan winning the Royal Rumble, Jumping Bomb Angels, and Dino Bravo bench press competition. And it was actually hard to find this DVD for years. First time I ever even owned it was on the Royal Rumble anthology. So unless you taped it off the USA, you probably didn't have Royal Rumble 88. So moving to 89. It was January the 15th, 1989. Just recently watched this one, like I said, with my buddy The Wiz. And you had to think about Macho and Hogan get ready to explode at WrestleMania, which they did, WrestleMania 5. Okay, you moved to 90. It was in Orlando. Just watched this last night. Garvin and Hammer in a submission match, and Hogan going over. 91, you have to think about Hogan winning it and Slaughter beating Warrior for the belt. Okay, 92, of course, you know, Flair, you know, winning the Royal Rumble on that one in the Knickerbocker Arena. Okay, moving on to 93. You know, you got to think about Arco Arena, Yokozuna winning the Rumble, pressing Macho out, Brett and Scott Hall at a very down time in the WWF. Okay, 94, you got to think about all that bullshit with The Undertaker when like 20 heels jumped on him. Pissed me off. And Luger and Brett tied. 95 was in Florida at the Sundome in Tampa. You have to think about Bam Bam and LT getting into it. 1, 2, 3 and Marty winning the tag team belts. And Shawn Michaels winning his first Royal Rumble. Okay, 96 took place in Fresno. And this one I would say you'd have to think about Shawn Michaels, you know, get ready to win the belt at WrestleMania 12 a little bit later that year. 97 was a downtime in WWF. It was in San Antonio. They had to give free tickets away, you know, just to fill up the seats. And this one, I'd say you have to think about HBK putting Sid down and winning the belt. Okay, 98 was memorable. You know, for me, I was there, and it was in San Jose, and Austin was just on fire. 99 was in Anaheim. Same thing. You have to think about Austin McMahon and how hot that feud was, and Foley and The Rock. Okay, 2000. You got to think about The Rock just beginning his descent to the top, and Foley and Triple H in a great street fight. 2001, you pretty much got to think about Austin winning his third Royal Rumble, and it was in New Orleans. It was probably like one of the best Royal Rumbles of all time. 2002 was in Atlanta. Some say it's less than memorable. I'm going to remember this one for Triple H winning it and then going on to beat Jericho at WrestleMania for the belt. Okay, so moving to 2003, this is kind of the year that Royal Rumble kind of started losing its luster a little bit to me. Brock Lesnar went over. 2004, Benoit, you know, went an hour. 2005 was in Fresno. Pretty much got to think about Batista and John Cena beginning their descent to the top that year, and Batista won. 2006, you know, Rey Mysterio won because Eddie died. You know, 2007 was memorable, so it came down to Shawn and The Undertaker, and Undertaker won. Okay, 2008, you probably got to think about Cena's return. Pretty epic stuff. 2009 was in Detroit. You got to think about Randy Orton. 2010, you got to think about Edge on this one. You know, winning it, and it was an awesome moment for Edge. 2011, Alberto Del Rio owned it. 2012, Sheamus owned it. 2013, probably got to think about Punk and The Rock, and The Rock won the belt. And then you got to think about Royal Rumble 2014, all the boos for Daniel Bryan not being in the Royal Rumble. So that's some highlights from each Royal Rumble. Gemini, thank you.